I am ready to wolf down the competition. Hello, bonjour people of Paris. Your proud poodle Puff has arrived. And I am here to puff up these queens' bubbles when they think they will be crowned as the next French drag superstar.
As Puff walks into the workroom, he sees that he is the first one inside. He then says out loud that he did not expect the workroom to be this big. Puff then tells production that he is ready to meet the other queens.
Ob girl be licks for real. Hello everyone, your favorite Obelix is here. Me, I am Obelix. Haha, anyway, I cannot wait to crush the competition. And OMG, I see that someone is already here. I think.
As Obelix enters the workroom, Puff starts to sniff Obelix. He then wags his tail and smiles and then greets Obelix with a bonjour. Obelix, confused, then awkwardly says bonjour back to Puff.
I think this guy is a bit nervous. I think this might be his first time being seen on camera. But it is alright. I was nervous the first time these weird white men from Disney came into our home to film our family and our every move. They had said they wanted to make a documentary of our family and call it The Proud Family.
Puff tells Obelix that it is okay to feel nervous if it is first time being on camera. Obelix then starts to calm down and tells Puff that he is a good dog and both share a hug.
I am ready to Panacea Paris Red. Hi y'all, my name is Panacea, and I am so freaking excited to be able to be standing here in this confessional booth.
Oh my gosh, it's her, Panacea, my crush from back home, oh my god. Okay Obelix, pull yourself together. This is your first interaction with her. Do not mess this up.
As Panacea goes over to greet Puff and Obelix, Obelix then goes in to give Panacea a hug, which results in Obelix's hot smelly breath makes Panacea start to become dizzy. He then accidentally steps on her ankle and she falls to the ground and hits her head hard on the table.
Holy shit, what the fuck just happened? Will someone help her?
Puff, shocked, then snaps back to reality and begins barking for the production team to get a doctor. Doc McStuffins then comes out and asks what is the problem. Puff then starts barking loudly and asks Doc McStuffins to check her head quickly, and then her ankle. Doc McStuffins then knocks on her head and finds nothing there. Puff then says that of course there is something there, and that Panacea hit her head on the table after Obelix spoke to her. Doc McStuffins tells the two of them that she will need to look at her longer for inspection, which she then drags Panacea's body away off camera and Obelix is still standing there, shocked with fear.
Oh my, I am so sorry. I really did not mean for it to happen. I feel so embarrassed. Oh man, here come the waterworks.
Puff yells at Obelix and asks why would he do such a thing. Obelix then starts crying and pleads to Puff, saying it was an accident and that he did not mean for her to fall. Puff, annoyed, then yells at Obelix to go sit on the chair in the corner and think about what he has done. Obelix then goes to sit on the chair and continues crying.
Get Scrooge some quackers, ASAP. Bonjour everyone, my name is Miss Quackmore, and I am Scrooge McDuck's secretary and Albert's girlfriend, but I am more than just those simple titles, because I am going to be your first female winner of Cartoon Drag Race France.
As Miss Quackmore enters the workroom, she notices Obelix sitting in the chair crying. She then looks over and sees Puff. They both greet each other, then Miss Quackmore asks who is the guy crying in the chair by the corner. Puff then looks over at Obelix and gives him a cold dog stare. This then makes Obelix become scared and then he says he is sorry. Miss Quackmore, confused, then asks what happened. Puff then explains that another girl walked in right before her and Obelix had crushed her ankle and made her hit her head on the table on purpose. Obelix then screams that it was an accident and cries even more.
Okay. Well, I guess this season will be interesting.
This dog is off the leash. People of Paris, your dog of all dogs is here. And girl, I know you all will love me, which is why Mrs. Biddy brought me here.
Oh wow, another dog is here. I feel like I know him from somewhere.
As Bill walks in, Puff greets him by sniffing his ass. Bill then sniffs Puff's ass and both give the other a big hug.
Oh, I knew it. I remember seeing him at the dog park one day. He was super nice, and from what I remember his name is Bill.
Miss Quackmore laughs and asks what kind of gay shit was that. Both Puff and Bill look at the other and laugh. They then explain that's how dogs greet each other. Miss Quackmore, confused, then shrugs and says okay. Bill then looks over and sees Obelix crying, right as he is about to ask why he is crying. Puff cuts him off and he just says to not ask about it. Bill then looks at Obelix trying to hide himself from the other queens. This then makes Bill sad.
I do not know what is going on with the guy crying in the corner, but I hope he is okay. His aura makes him seem like an emotional fella. Oh well, I guess I should just focus on beating the other queens. First impressions are everything after all.
Time to nunchuck the competition. Under my holy angels, your holy teacher Miss Clavel is here, and man am I ready to teach the gays a lesson.
The queens all greet Miss Clavel with a bonjour. She then all says that they all need to fix their postures. They then fix their posture and Miss Clavel laughs and says she is joking, which makes the rest of the queens laugh.
That nun lady sure is something. Honestly, I feel a bit intimidated by her.
Urus getting arty up in here. Bonjour, I am Bernard and I am freezing. Are you freezing? Because I am freezing my tits out here.
Bernard walks in and they all greet him. He asks them if they feel cold in here or if it is just him. They all say that it's just him, which makes them laugh. Bernard then looks over and sees Obelix in the corner. Puff then tells him to not worry about him. Bernard, ignoring Puff, walks over to Obelix and the both of them chat and bond.
I do not understand why these queens are ignoring him. He is obviously upset about something, and they are over here talking about how they are going to snatch the crown. My god, this generation is cooked, burn even.
Okay, maybe I am puffing up a bit too much at Obelix. He could have just accidentally bumped into her. Oh man, now I feel bad.
Puff asks the queens if he should try and talk to Obelix about the situation. Miss Quackmore then tells him he might as well and that making enemies in the very beginning of the season does not look good for anyone. Puff, acknowledging this, goes over to walk to Obelix and Bernard, which makes them tell him to go away and the two of them continue chatting.
Well, that plan failed.
Paris, are you ready for the remix? Hi girly pops of Paris, my name is Talia, and I am one of the drag sisters of Ariana, who you might have seen on season 1. And now girl yay, I know she cheated, but that is not what I came here to do. I came here to restore our reputation and prove that we are not frauds.
Oh girl, she's so hot. I think I found my Betsy.
As Talia enters the room, the queens all bring their jaws back up from being gobsmacked. They compliment her on her beauty and she giggles and thanks them all. She then says she is excited to meet everyone.
Oh phew. I thought these queens would all shade me, but it seems they are more fangirls than mean girls law.
Talia asks why both Obelix and Bernard are standing in the corner over there. Puff then explains what happened, which then makes Talia nod her head. She then walks over to the both of them. They then talk for a moment and Talia walks back to the rest of the queens, with Bernard and Obelix behind her.
Oh wow, she really got them to walk over here. Damn, she must be some kind of wizard. Wow.
Talia says that now they are all back together. Can they all agree to not argue over things they cannot control? Puff, Bernard and Obelix say whatever and roll their eyes. Bernard then says that for an older queen like Puff, he should have known better than yell at Obelix and not even try to communicate with him. Puff, taken aback, then tells Bernard that he should known better than just ignore him when he tried to make things right. Talia then says that they both need to apologize to the other. Talia then tells them to do it now. They then apologize, then Talia says good. They then all hear a loud noise.
Time to soil it up. Salutations every creature of Paris. It is I, Victory Bell. And I am your first ever Pokemon Diva to grace the way into the workroom. And oh my gosh, I see other Divalicious divas here as well. I cannot wait to plant the seeds into these queens' pots, teehee.
Victory Bell is welcomed by all the queens. Victory Bell then tells the queens that they are the first ever Pokemon Diva to be on Cartoon Drag Race France. They all congratulate them and Miss Clavel says that it is impressive for Victory Bell to be the first ever Pokemon Diva casted for Cartoon Drag Race France. Victory Bell then says that many of the queens were booked and busy, as well as competing for the Miss Pokemon crown. They all nod their heads, then the next queen walks in.
I am as small as a peanut, can't you see? Bonjour everyone, your first ever Drag King has arrived. And I am here to serve you all a slice of Drag King funk, spunk, and my big rum.
They all welcome King Barbar into the workroom. He then says that he is happy to announce that he is the first drag king to be on the show. They all then clap for him.
Oh my, so many firsts. We got our first ever Pokemon to enter the workroom and now our first ever drag king. I knew it was the holy thing of me to do and apply for this show, but also King Babar might be a king, but the only true king is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Ah yes.
Bill asks why King Babar chose to apply to be on the show since he is a king. He then says that he wants to prove that he can serve more than just king material and that kings can be queens as well.
That was honestly a cunning answer. King-like answer even law. But anyways, I wonder how many more people will be arriving.
I ain't ready to twirl my way to the tippity top, just the tip. Why hello friends, your fabulous too terrific diva has twirled her way into the workroom, and now into this confessional booth. Now like I am so ready to leap into the stars and flourish into the Hall of Fame.
They all welcome Felicie with bonjours. Felicie then tells them that they all look sickening and that she is the first ever ballerina to enter the competition. Bill then jokes and says that he has had enough with all these firsts, which makes the queens laugh.
I am happy that the competition are all laughing at my jokes. Since I have been working as a comedian for a very long time, it's how my sister Boo got our comedy traits.
Felicie looks around the room and asks if this is everyone, and right as she is about to count, the last competitor walks in.
Period.
Am I dreaming you? Or are you dreaming me?
Bonjour, hi. Your favorite district has arrived to the Cartoon Drag Race France workroom. Hollywood. Now, I can already see the girls gagging as they should. Now, I'm ready to cam-hew my way to the crown.
As Hollywood walks in, the queens all gag and raise their jaws back up from the ground.
Oh my. Now this is a freaking gag of the century. The Hollywood just walked into the workroom. Oh girl, I knew this season would be gaggy, but I did not expect this amount of a gag.
The queens all except for Felicie cheer for Hollywood's arrival. Felicie then whispers to the queens and asks who she is. Hollywood, shocked, overhears this and asks how in the world would she not know who she is. Hollywood then goes on to read Felicie and ask who she is. Felicie says that she is the Season 2 winner of Cartoon Drag Race France. Felicie then tells Hollywood that she does not look gaggy and that she just looks like every other blonde bimbo bitch from back home. The queens all gag and make some air popcorn.
Who does this ginger bitch think she is? She looks like the realistic version of Misty. Like, girl, do not try reading me when you cannot even read.
Hollywood snaps back at Felicie and tells her that she cannot be talking when she looks like she came from an orphanage. The queens all gag, with Hollywood then asking if that is where she is from. Felicie, embarrassed, then tells Hollywood to shut up, with Holly saying her point is proven.
Ooh girl, not too much Mother Holly. The season just started. My goodness leafness, I fear this season will be 10 times better than season 1. Now that I am here of course.
As the queens all continue to chat over the season, Mrs. Piggy walks in. Bonjour, 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 my sickening season 2 cast. Oh wait, there is only 11 of you here. Oh right, Panacea is still be tested on, checked on right now. So I will inform you girls on her later. But anyways, welcome to season 2 of Cartoon Drag Race France. I know it must have been a journey for you all to get here, and so I feel like giving you girls a bit of an easy challenge. For your first maxi challenge of the season, I want to see you all strut your stuff down the runway with your best drag. And now, bonne chance et le base pas, aka, good luck. And don't fuck it up. As the queens all talk to each other and get ready for the runway, Puff asks King Babar if he is ready to get to show some of his drag king drag for the first time to the judges. King Babar, with a gulp, then says that he is and that he is a bit nervous of messing up.
So yeah, I am kind of nervous. This will be my first time showing Drag King drag to the judges. I just really do not want it to be my last.
Puff then tells King Babar to not feel nervous, and that Mrs. Piggy chose him for a reason and she saw something in him when he auditioned. So whatever nerves he is feeling, he needs to put to the side and bark away. King Babar then thanks Puff and says that he needed that. Both of them share hug, while Hollywood finishes up her makeup. Talia and Victory Bull tell Holly that they are still in awe of the fact that she is even standing here with them in the competition. Hollywood then smirks and says that she is happy that they are happy to see her here. Talia then asks why she chose to be here, with Holly replying that she wants to do better than her sister Jessica Rabbit.
I hate having people come up to me and say how great of a drag queen Jessica is. Like, yeah, girl, I know she is pretty, but bitch, I am hot. Hotter than her even. Like, sis might have gotten to host the show, but baby, I am the show and the tell, and I know I have what is needed to win this competition, and by that I mean my boobs.
Talia and Victory Ball both tell Holly that it will be a challenge to outmatch Jessica Rabbit, who is a legend in this business. Hollywood then tells them that it should not be super hard since she stole her gig one night at the club. Talia, shocked, then asks Holly if she really did that. With a nod, Holly would then show the both of them a picture of her and her friends stealing Jessica's gig. Talia then says damn, she stole her gig and her man all in one night, which makes Holly and Victory Ball giggle. Victory Ball then says that they see the three of them in the finale. They both agree and continue getting ready for the runway. As Miss Quackmore gets ready for the runway, Bill looks down at his outfit and becomes nervous. Miss Quackmore notices this and asks what is wrong. Bill then says he is just really afraid of doing bad and landing in the bottom, since last season his sister Bull was in the bottom. Miss Quackmore then tells Bill that he is not his sister and that he knows how to strut his stuff. They then both give each other a hug.
Yeah, Miss Quackmore is right. I need to not focus on my sister Bull and focus on showing what I came here to do, which was to show what I can do. I just hope to at least be safe.
Bonjour, and welcome to the main stage of Cartoon Drag Race France Season 2. Now please meet your panel of judges. He is your snowy icon and your Season 1 Miss Congeniality and also your Season 1 winner of Cartoon Drag Race France, and now your new co-host. It is Snowy. Welcome back, my snowy queen. And she is your co-host of Cartoon Drag Race as well as their Season 8 winner. It is Musa. Welcome. Now, I asked my Season 2 queens to strut down the runway with their best drag. Now racers, start your engines, and may the best drag queen win. Alrighty, we have seen all your runways and we were very unsure about some things. But before that, here is the update on Panacea. Once she got sent to the emergency room, Doc McStuffins had found a spot in her brain that made her fall asleep, and so she is working on trying to get the spot out. But for now, Panacea will sadly not be able to compete in the competition, but I will be gladly letting her come back for Season 3, if she ever wakes up, that is. Now when I call your name, please take a step up. Miss Quackmore, Miss Clavel, Bill, Felicie Milliner, and Obelix. The 5 of you are safe, and you may step to the back of the stage.
Yes, I did it. I made it past the first episode, and honestly, I am cool with being safe. All I wanted was to just make it past episode 1, and now that I've done that, I am ready to do even better next week.
This means Talia, Bernard, Victory Ball, Hollywood, Puff Proud and King Baba. You represent the tops and the bottoms of the week. Now for the judges' critiques. First up, Talia. Now Talia, hello darling. It was such a joy watching your audition tape after your sister Oriana was eliminated. You seem to bring lots of glam and glitter, which is exactly what we saw on this runway, and it was outstanding. I love that shade of blue on you. You look 100% beautiful. Fantastic job. And now, next up Bernard. Now Bernard, honey, did you make this outfit? Because if so, I can tell you are not a seamstress, it's just the fact how the stitching is coming loose, and your tights are all ripped. It was just even more disappointing hearing how you knew your outfits are not great and then continue to just bring an outfit like this onto the stage in front of cameras where you will be broadcasted to channels everywhere around the world. But anyways, moving on. Next up, Victory Ball. Hello diva, this plant look makes me really want to plant my own garden. The flowers and stones were all placed so beautifully and your attitude and confidence makes you serve and dish out cunt. Wonderful job. And next it's Hollywood. Now Holly, I do not love this look. I freaking adore this look. You give the right amount of body language, booby language and body OD. I knew it was the right thing of me to do when I chose to cast you for this show. Great job. Now next it's Puff. Bark bark Puff. You had kind struggled on the runway with your outfit. You were scratching different places on your body, which makes me think the material you were wearing must make you allergic or something, plus your outfit was a bit too simple for our liking. But now, lastly, we have King Baba. Now hello King Baba, I am so happy we had you, a drag king, audition for the show. But sadly tonight, your kingness was not showing, and it was giving more peasant. You looked like you were about to throw up once you saw the cameras being pointed at you. Which is something we were not expecting since you are of high power. We thought you would eat a challenge like this, but I guess we were wrong. But now, we have made our decision. Talia and Victribal, congratulations, you are the winner of this week's Maxi Challenge.
Oh my god, thank you Mrs. Piggy. I can't believe I won the first challenge alongside Victribal as well. Hopefully there is more wins to come, and to Oriana, this win goes out to you, girl.
My oh my, I got my first victory. Woohoo, I won the first challenge alongside Talia. My sister Jinx won the first episode when she was on season 2 of Cartoon Drag Race, so it seems things will be going well for this plantation.
Hollywood, great job this week as well. You are safe and the three of you may step to the back of the stage.
What? I'm pretty sure one of those 2 wins should have gone to me based on the critiques, but I guess it's whatever. At least the 2 I am close with were able to get a win. But next week, bitch, I am not letting freaking anybody steal my win from me. Hollywood will reign supreme.
This means that Bernard, King Baba and Puff Proud, the 3 of you are the bottoms of the week. Now Bernard, your outfit was ripped. King Baba, your outfit did not show us enough of who you are as a drag performer, and Puff Proud, your outfit was just way too simple for our taste. And so, as a punishment for a lack of commitment, Bernard, King Baba and Puff Proud, for the first time in Cartoon Drag Race France Her Story, the 3 of you are all up for elimination.
Oh frick, all 3 of us are up for elimination. We just had Panacea leave the game, and now all 3 of us have to fight for our lives. Now I need to put all my freaking strength and energy into this lip sync and send Puff and Beba packing. Puff, this is what you get for talking to me the way you did earlier today. Oh frick, all 3 of us are up for elimination. We just had Panacea leave the game, and now all 3 of us have to fight for our lives. Now I need to put all my freaking strength and energy into this lip sync and send Puff and Beba packing. Puff, this is what you get for talking to me the way you did earlier today.
Oh woof, this stinks like dog shit. My bones are hurting so bad just from wearing these heels. Now you are telling me I have to not fight 1, but 2. Well, I am going to just do my best, and I will be proud of what I have accomplished no matter the outcome. Mrs. Piggy, start the music please.
3 queens, stand before me. Now ladies, the time has come for you to lip sync. For your life, the lip sync song is Wolves by Selena Gomez. Now good luck, and don't fuck it up. Bernard embodied the lip sync and had a good lip sync. King Baba and Puff Proud had a bad lip sync. Ladies, I have made my decision. Bernard Shante, you stay. Puff Proud, we are still proud of you, and King Baba, you might not become the queen, but you will always be our king. And now, I must ask the both of you to sashay away.
I will woof you all later. And I might have lost, but at least I am leaving with a crown. Ta queens. Good luck.
This is Untucked. After Puff Proud and King Baba's elimination, the queens are all still in shock of what happened. Hollywood, not shocked, then asks why everyone is so surprised with 2 people going home. She then says it's not like it is not something seen before. Talia then says that it's not even just that, and that it's the fact that 3 queens left the competition and it's only episode 1. Hollywood then follows up with this and says this is why you all need to step up your drag, because no matter who you are being judged by, you need to show who you are to the judges or you will end up like Puff and Baba. Obelix then starts crying over the fact Puff left. He then says he wishes he could have spoken to him. Bernard then asks why would he care about Puff after he yelled at him. Obelix then says that everyone deserves second chances and that he now feels even more guilty over what had happened with Panacea. Felicie then says there is nothing that they can do about it now, which everyone then agrees with. Bill then looks over to Talia and Victribal and congratulates them for winning the challenge. The rest of the queens all follow up and do the same. Both Talia and Victorybell say thank you to the queens and that they are happy they did their drag families proud. Hollywood then says she thought she was going to win the challenge, which prompts eye rolls from Felicie. Hollywood then says oh, and looks back at Felicie and asks her what's the tea. Felicie Milliner then says that the tea is that Hollywood's outfit was so basic, so boring, so uninspiring, and that she thinks she is mother, when in reality, she is nothing but a worthless sperm. This then makes the entire room laugh and gasp at the same time. Hollywood then pulls up both her middle fingers and points them at Felicie and says that she hopes she stays on the baseball field because Felicie will never find home base. This then prompts a lot of oohs and ahs from the queens. Felicie then yells at Hollywood and tells her to shut up. Right as they say anything more, Victorybell tells the two of them to quit it and be happy that they made it past the first episode. Both of them then sit back down and say whatever. Miss Clavel tells Victorybell that what they just did was a very holy thing to do. Miss Clavel then starts moaning for Jesus. Holly then says to Miss Clavel to cut it out and that she is being too weird for Jesus. Miss Clavel then says that she is never too weird for Jesus, which makes the girls laugh. They then all drink their cocktails and talk about what they think the next challenge will be. Bonjour! If you are wanting to watch more kinds of content like this, or just want to see any updates on the season, then please join the Cartoon Drag Race Discord server in the link below, and please do not forget to like and subscribe if you are wanting to watch more of Cartoon Drag Race France Season 2. And lastly, vive la France I say!